And a special guest joins us in the studio, Gio Benitez of CBS4. Welcome, your first visit to the Majic studio. It's nice to have you here.
Good morning. Nice to be here.
We had you come in today because you have firsthand experience of being on the ground in Haiti just the past couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And I know that your partner Ted from CBS4 is still there.
Ted Scout.
Still there.
And he's been there since I think he was the first local reporter on the ground.
Yeah.
So tell us, because we see the video, but what for you
It's not
that
the
experience?
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone seems to say that when you look at, what's happening on the ground there in Haiti, it's just, you can't even transcribe it even on television. When we went over to the airport in Port-au-Prince. We landed, we went on a relief flight with the Homeless Voice of South Florida to take 30,000 doses of antibiotics, food for the folks of Haiti, things that they desperately need, including doctors, surgeons, and people that are just ready to be there on the ground and just not even think about themselves. They're there to help all of these people of Haiti. So we get to the airport, and really, it's just like a war zone. It does not look like a regular airport.
You mentioned the U.S. Embassy.
The U.S. Embassy is a tent on the tarmac. Just a tent,
Right.
a little tent. I saw this tent, and I said, well, what are all these people doing here? All of a sudden I asked, that's the U.S. Embassy.
Well, for the first 5 days, they were saying there was nobody in charge, but you have better information now. It seems like the Americans have kind of given,
Absolutely.
kind of taken over a little bit.
Yeah, it's when you go there, it's all of these planes are the U.S. Air Force planes, the C-130s, and when you see what's happening there, it's an exodus to the United States. That's how I described it on the air, because that's really what it is. And when you see some of the video that we shot, you see all of these people just walking and being boarded onto these C-130 planes. Very much like a Noah's Ark sort of situation. They're just being boarded into these planes.
Now, when you land and you have medicine and water and supplies and doctors, do you just immediately help the first people you come in touch with, or do you try to get out into the countryside where
immediately they're taken, our supplies that we brought were immediately taken to orphanages and things like that. But I have to tell you, when we arrived, one of the first things that happened was that somebody on the ground there in Haiti stole some of the antibiotics.
Well, there's desperation that has set in. Now, a lot of people are saying, there are supplies there, and people say, why can't we get things to them sooner? You look at the devastation of the country, and you also have to have ground support there so that they can give it out in an orderly fashion. Otherwise, you could have a riot, a melee, people crushing each other, because the panic is that deep, right?
Exactly, and those are the volunteers they're looking for right now. They're looking for people to organize all of that and get this to the people that need it most.
So you're saying that there are, in our listening audience, someone could volunteer, and how would that work? I mean, how do you do that?
Well, for example, Spirit Airlines, they have a group they're working with, Airline Ambassadors, which is a big nonprofit organization, an NGO, and they are getting people on the ground in places like Santiago in the Dominican Republic, because believe it or not, some of these Haitians are walking to Santiago. Santiago is a 4-hour drive from the border of Haiti. Wow. They are walking there, and by the time they arrive to places like Santiago, their legs are being amputated, their arms are being amputated, because they have no way to treat these people with with the right medical attention that they need.
And it's amazing. A lot of people say, what can I do to help? If you cannot volunteer, the cash donations are crucial to help pay for shipping, right?
That's right. And Neighbors for Neighbors, our nonprofit organization at CBS4, has already collected some $90,000 to help. And so go to CBS4.com. We have all of that information there. Also through the Red Cross and UNICEF, they're taking text message donations. So it's like very easy to just send a text message and boom, you've donated $10.
And obviously you want to stick with the charities that you know and trust, CBS4's Neighbors for Neighbors, the Majic on our website as well. There are just a lot of, you get those email links and everything. So be very, very careful.
Very careful.
It's better to reach out than to click on a link.
I am shocked that there are still some people out there that I'll hear them say something that just makes my head spin, that they just don't get how bad this is. What can you say to let people know that this is really beyond the images? Is there anything you can say to get through to some people who just don't get it?
When I went on the ground, I spoke to some of the people that were there immediately. And one of the things that one of the folks there told me, I said, what does this do to your heart? And he says, my heart has left me.
Oh.
He's carrying his little boy. I go to another person, an elderly man, standing in that line at the U.S. Embassy. And that man tells me, listen, I was under a hotel The hotel collapsed on him, and he can't get the medical attention that he needs there in Haiti, and that's why he's trying to get to the United States.
It's just unbelievable. And I'm sure, is this a life-changing experience for you, huh?
It really is. It really is, because you see the hope of people and really incredible people getting on that airplane and just flying to Haiti, not knowing where they're going to stay, not knowing what they're going to do, but they know they need to be on the ground helping.
Okay. Well, Gio Benitez, CBS4, you guys have always been great with us, so we appreciate you coming all the way up here. Absolutely. And again, Neighbors for Neighbors at CBS4.com, and also on our website, you'll see Help Haiti right there in the center at Majic1027.com.
And I like to say, I love to always see a local boy done good. You started out as a producer. You're from South Florida. Yes. Your parents are Cuban, and you worked your way all the way up to be a reporter now. You've been on the air for 7 months. You do a terrific job.
Donna's got that look like she's trying to fix you up with somebody.
I got a girl for you. She's such a nice catch.
I have a girlfriend.
Okay.
Well, in case things don't work out, here's my number. I'll just...
Oh, man.
Just kidding.
Thank
totally
you, Gio.
kidding.
Great guy. Thanks to
Thank you
everybody
so
at
much.
CBS4.